Nouhaila, thank you so much for taking the time today to be a part of our community of practice channel here on YouTube. Now, on behalf of SETI, I want to thank you for your leadership today.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, as always, we begin by acknowledging the original stewards of the various lands that we are on. We also acknowledge our ancestors. We acknowledge all those who toiled without compassion or compensation. We acknowledge all the elders and community stalwarts whose shoulders we stand on as we build, share, learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. So, if you can please do us the honors by introducing yourself to our listeners and viewers and tell us about your amazing work.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Nouhaila, and I'm the founder and CEO of Scale Without Borders, which is now the largest network for immigrant tech talent. And essentially, what we're doing is we're supporting immigrants in just succeeding in tech, whether it's through their finding a tech job, building their network, upskilling, building their business. And then we work with partners where we're a go-to partner for employers looking to tap into newcomer tech talent or just organizations looking to engage with the immigrant tech community.
Wow, that is very needed. That's awesome. So, and what inspires you about the work that you do?
Great question. So I was initially inspired by, first of all, I am an immigrant myself, and I'm from Morocco. I came to Canada by myself when I was 17, and it was initially going to university was all fun and exciting and hard and all of that. But when I left and I came back again this time for a job, that's when it got really, really difficult, and I was able to overcome some serious challenges. But I thought when once I got into the tech ecosystem, the tech space is very exciting and inspiring. I thought, let us launch a space for newcomers in tech, and we launched it, and it's just so happened to be that it was very much needed, and a lot of people picked up on it. And what inspires me right now is really the brilliant talent that we have, the really ambitious, eager talent and community that we have, and also very vibrant community, and our partners that are committed to supporting the immigrant tech community, that come out to our events, that partner with us at our summit, that hire our talent. Like, it's all really inspiring.
That's awesome. Well, kudos to you on your journey, and I'm so happy that it panned out to be a successful one. So awesome. So now,
Thank
on
you.
the flip side, like, what are some of the challenge and barriers that you face in your work, and how have you overcome them, or in the process of overcoming them?
Well, as an entrepreneur, I think first of all we're very small. We're six, soon to be seven. We're growing actually, and so as a startup, we have to be really, really resourceful, and we have so much we want to do. We want to do it all, but of course we can't. So just capacity wise is always a challenge for entrepreneurs, and we did, our members were 6,000 strong. We have global partners partner with us, but there's always more room. There's always more we can do. There's a bigger community we can tap into. There's more partners that can join our mission. So that's also something that we're working on, and we're working on expanding and growing as an organization.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Now, is there anything that you want to amplify in your work right now? Anything new going on that you want to amplify?
Oh, there's a lot. Okay, there is. I'm going to stick to two, three things. So the first thing that's really exciting is every year we basically take over 3 floors of the Royal Ontario Museum, which is the largest museum in all of Canada, and we host our annual summit there. And we bring hundreds of immigrants in tech. We had a year with 1,000 folks joining us as like immigrant tech talent. We got partners, founders, investors, and we've got a really exciting rich program with all sorts of different tracks, main stages, breakout sessions. We even have, fun things like a comedy show in tech, where tech meets immigrants. We have an after party. We have an exhibitor hall where like our partners are exhibiting by, our favorite dinosaurs. So that's really exciting. That's coming up on October 20th. And we do that every year. And it's a pretty big deal. And we're always really excited. And I think every immigrant in tech or ally or partner should look into being part of that. The other thing we have is, of course, we actually just launched this. We basically packaged everything we ever offered, including our events and our resources and our upskilling, tools. We have we partner with training academies as well, and our workshops and our community, and we basically packaged it into an AI powered platform that we partnered with, and we're offering a membership to newcomers, and that has picked up quite a lot, and we built like a really exciting community through that sort of monthly membership. Yeah, I'll stop there. There's a long list, but those are the two things we're working on, and there's a lot of things for partners as well that we're working with, to kind of support our work and to support them in hiring great tech teams and connecting with the immigrant tech community.
Wow, that's powerful. That's really powerful. I know they're excited to know they can come into a new country and have this opportunity at their feet. That's amazing. Kudos to you with that again. So, how do you feel about the future of social impact, if I was just to ask you briefly?
Ooh, that's a great question. It's a very broad question as well. I would love to maybe if you can specify a little bit more, like more specifically, what part of
Mhm.
social impact, because social impact is very large.
Very large, yeah. Well, I think coming from your background, because everybody had kind of like a different end. Some come from the financial sector,
Mm.
some come from the housing, some come from the food sector. So from your sector, and then like, looking forward into generations, we have new generations coming after us. So how do you see that they're coming, and you're doing that you're making that impact with future generation tech leaders coming from different countries. So from your standpoint.
Hmm. Hmm. I think that my opinion, it might be a bit of a radical opinion, but my opinion is that no business should exist unless there's a positive impact on it. And of course, positive impact doesn't necessarily mean just charity, right? You could be offering a client, you could be offering services, for all that are profitable and for profitable businesses, but you're still creating a positive impact. I think every single business should ask itself, what is the positive impact I'm creating? And if not, how can I create it? And if not, let's pivot. Let's shut down and create a new business. This is my perspective. I do think that we live in a generation where there is a lot of that happening. A lot of, most people, especially founders, when they wake up in the morning and they decide to quit their jobs, it's because they're very passionate about a problem that they want to solve, right? So that's really exciting in the tech ecosystem. I am a little bit concerned about, the use of technology, especially AI, how how I think that we're growing at such an exponential rate. Are we asking ourselves, where are we going? And are we continuing to create social impact, or is this AI just creating, more tools for more businesses to create more tools for more business? When does it end, right? And it doesn't need to end, but does it circle back to actually creating positive impact, right? So that's one concern I have, and of course, in the political climate, there's a lot of anti-immigrant sentiment happening right now, and a lot of people, I was just saying, are more emboldened to share anti-immigrant sentiment and to voice that sentiment. And obviously, that's very unfortunate for the immigrant community that, just they cross borders for a better life. And so that is very, very concerning. But overall, I would say serious challenges, but also in the right direction we are going. I would like to believe.
Exactly. Like people like yourself, you're creating that platform for a better tomorrow. So even though we don't know, we have climate issues going on right now. We have, social issues. We have so much different issues that are happening simultaneously that, we cannot predict the future, but we can create a platform, we can create a foundation in order for it to permeate into the future. So that's the best that we can do at this point. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. So, if I was to ask you, like, what does success look like to you? What would you say?
Success looks like enabling immigrant tech talent. So when we have talent coming into the country, how can we make sure that they're contributing positively to the economy? How can we make sure that we're utilizing their their skills fully? How are we not underutilizing them, underemploying them? Um, And that's like from the general sense, and of course from the partners sense is how can we help them build brilliant diverse tech teams that really perform. How can we get their brand out there, um, and how can we continue to partner up with organizations that want to be involved in meaningful causes and meaningful missions such as ours. Yeah, those I think are the main, you know the m- our north star.
That's it. That's it. Wow, Nouhaila, this has been very powerful. I love what you're doing. This is definitely a future forward outcomes, program and dynamic that you're building, and we really appreciate it. So my last question for you is just your closing thoughts and calls to action.
Hmm. My closing thoughts are, if you are an immigrant, and you're having a hard time in your career, it's not, well, most of it is not you. It is already really hard anyway. Find a community, find support. Don't be, I see this a lot. Don't be very sucked into these endless online job applications. Go out there, build a community, build a network, find out what works in your journey rather than just like trying to apply every day. We see that happen a lot. If you're a partner, um, get in touch with us. We're Scale Without Borders. Look into also your team. Could how is your team doing? How are your hiring practices? Where are you finding your people? What could you do to improve and to kind of put yourself out there? um yeah, and if you're a founder, ask yourself what problem are you actually solving, that is beyond making money or beyond making money for other people, right? And more about social impact, as you just shared, Maat.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. We thank you so much for all that you do. Wish you nothing but much success, mental
Thank you.
health, physical health, and beyond. So, uh,
Thank
on behalf of SETI, we thank you.
you so much.
All right. So we will close the way that we began by acknowledging the original stewards of the various lands that we are on. We also acknowledge our ancestors. We acknowledge all those who toiled without compassion or compensation. We acknowledge all the elders and community stalwarts whose shoulders we stand on as we build, share, learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. So thank you again, and I'm sure we'll be in touch again and see how we can collaborate. All right.
Thank you, Matt.
All right. Have a good one.